Wounded from the Battle of Garangolia Fields, Calard of Garamont approaches Ingalther, the leader of the Southern Army, to discuss battle tactics on the eve of the siege of Ortysia. For Calard, there remains a worry. Although the Vlandians won the open field fight, there is another army ready to reinforce the city with a clear advantage in soldiers. The Lord of Vlandia and the fledgling mercenary of the Order of the Lion-Hearted trade harsh words and sentiments. Ingalther's refusal to give up the siege and attack again on the open field will spell doom for the Vlandians caught between the city's garrison and a fresh Imperial Legion. Ingalther, chided by his fellow noblemen in the tent, decides to acquiesce to Callard's logic, abandoning the siege of Ortysia and dismissing Calard. Yes, goodbye! You can see our army is now running from this secondary Imperial force. And it looks like we're going to give chase a little bit and go back and forth, but there's another army coming. The Empire is still a pretty substantial army. I mean, we do have about, 1,900 more men than them? But they still have 3,300, 3,400 to bring to the fore here. And we did just do a pretty intense skirmish fight there. So let me take a look at our army a little bit. Oh! Okay, well, let's just forget about that army. Looks like we still might get caught in the open field. Let me get prepared to upgrade anyone if we can. Get these guys a full upgrade to the hardened crossbowmen, and these guys to our Palatine guard. Fortunately, we did lose some of them, but that's okay. More to be had. And these recruits, we'll kind of just keep them in that place. We did get Radul the Forest people. That is the gentleman that we slashed in the back very honorably. And we have him as a prisoner, as well as a number of other Imperial soldiers, some Skolder Brotva, and then just some other random little other people like the Foresters and Sprouts and such like that. I'm probably going to put some of these Sprouts up into my army as well to try and kind of increase our prisoner capacity, because if we get another fight right now, I don't want to be able to take advantage of that. We're recovering pretty well health-wise too, 72%. Alright, looks like this army might be going all the way back here. I thought they'd be going over to Desporian's army. They'll probably siege a city, and then we'll go in and aid them up there. And as we come down to Cheris, I'm going to actually leave this army real quick and try and beat them to Cheris, because they're going to drain this place of recruits and everything. Let's scoop up some recruits while we can, because they're about to just do that. We will go to the keep, go to the dungeon, donate some prisoners. Get all of these guys. And I'll keep these around to try and bolster some more archers into the army for just a little bit. And if, like I said, if we're going to do a big siege, which I was hoping we were going to do, I'd rather that we had those units to take the hits. As far as the plunder of that engagement, nothing standout, nothing overly awesome. Just a bunch of cracked and beaten armor. But armor nonetheless that will give us money. Here 2, here 5. This tipped arming sword, let's take a look. It is a little bit lower in length, but we're going to increase almost 10 more in cut, and almost 6 more in thrust damage. So we're going to put that there. I already have an iron arming sword here, so if I need it, I can swap into it. But that's a good little arming sword. It'll give us a nice advantage. We'll go ahead and sell the rest of that. Anything nice? This Volge is interesting. Any good shield? I have this leather-bound shield, which is quite old, and I would like a nicer one. Ooh. We're going to get 6,000? They're bracketed. That looks like something befitting a Knight of Bretonnia. I'm all for it. Fact. What do you have? You have a shield. It's tier 2. It's tier 4. And you have a terrible shield as well. You're on foot though, so give you this one. A little bit less in cost. We'll take a look at our skills too. I don't think we made it up to 60. Didn't just yet. Can I get some better armor, perhaps? Of course. Unfortunately, this Northern Light harness still bugged. Or a Northern Noble harness will give us 3 more armor. Perhaps not really that worth it. Food-wise, we're still pretty good. We're pretty strong there. Do they have any cheap food here? You know what? If there's one thing that Calard likes, it's putting olives on on all of his fingers and then eating them off 5 or 10 at a time. We'll do that. And we will check the arena. A segmented Chevalier over male coif. I believe if there's the best way to start any episode, it's with a tournament. Alright, so there's going to be a big group fight at the Tournament of Charas here for this wonky looking helmet. And a good first starting position. Oh my god, the peasant just slashed at me. Respect your nobles. Oh, didn't. Oh, but we got that guy's horse. Oh, shot a horse. Very not noble. Attalus, I'm sorry. Addy, forgive me. I want to get this guy with the bill. Got him. The champion of boars has been gotten. Mertian, that'll teach you to use a crossbow in front of me. Henton of the hand just got handed his rear end. Victory jump. Another bet. Oh no. Oh no. Swoop around, the double swipe, triple swipe. You and me, Vlandian spearmen, the people cheer for Calard, not you! Yes! Cursory secondary swipe just in case, because Calard is terrified of bills. Not to say that people named Bill. Poke! Champion of boars! Oof. That one right to the horse. Horses hate pebbles. There it is. There it is. We move on handedly to the final round against the Vlandian spearmen. Oh, of course it's with a bill. Come at me, Vlandian spearmen. Aha! Wipe around again! Oh! The old double body attack is Callard's go-to move. I'll take it. We might just go ahead and sell that. The Order of the Lionhearted moving up to 175. Noteworthy renown. Shark, I see. Shan't have any of them in our party. We already have a rogue enough as it is. Honestly, I think this is just a really dumb helmet. Oh. Well, I would like to take that back. That's actually a pretty cool looking helmet. I thought this was a way different looking one. I feel like that's gotten a graphic overhaul lately. I would like to take back my previous statement, and I say that this is now pretty nifty. Well, I could have sworn that that had a different look to it. That over there. Or maybe I'm thinking of this one. Yeah, that's the one I don't like. No, sir. Calard shan't be riding to war with a pot on his head. This looks like there's something that's suited for a rice cooker of Averlorn. No, thank you. Okay, but I think, honestly, this is a better helmet. Gives us 3 more, and it's a little bit less in weight. So we will stick with that, and I think overall, yeah, 24, for the most part, she's got a pretty good helmet now. We're pretty good. I mean, this is a little bit better, but it's a 1.2 weight for this guy, and he's on his feet anyway. Oh. Mertian, of course, I'd give you a fine helmet. Okay, so that kind of squares off our little initial tournament. Let's go ahead and leave this. I'm going to go to 7th real quick, and then we'll rejoin this army. I want to see if there's any squires to recruit. Go to armies, we'll find out. So he's going to Thractorae Castle to besiege. And he's about to disband. They're waiting at Charas, and they're gathering near Hallsfoot. So let's wait here. Good. Oops. Good. We'll join this army. We're going to go ahead and fast forward and see where we go. Alright, we've reached Sargo, and it looks like we're chasing an Imperial army here. Durthert, ooh, we just helped out Durthert there at the last minute. Sometimes the AI can jump ahead of you, and it looks like we'll be in a nice fight here on the plains outside of Sargo. The Battle of Sargo Plains, as we'll call it. Looks like I will be, unfortunately, leading the archers. And I am not an archer myself, so I will be pressing the casual button known as ye old F of 6.
Follow your sergeants!
The reason I do this for archers is because the commands that are going to come through are going to be very interesting and tedious. Between skirmishing and charging and skirmishing and charging and back and forth, back and forth. So this will ensure that they are actually done properly in accordance with the rest of the AI. I will march along on my own drum to join in with the heavy cav. Wow, the cav is actually kind of being a little crazy here. But we got an Imperial trained infantryman. Tearing the size of this line, kind of taking it apart. Look at this glorious charge. The men of Vlandia. Oh, another good hit. You know what I'm going to do here real quick? I'm sorry to break this up, but I think we need to turn this off. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit more immersive. And again, I apologize for any dropping frames. Recording tends to really hinder my frames a second when it comes to these larger battles. Here we are. Oh! That gentleman swung at my back! Oof. Looks like they're using the Busarlii, the archers of the Imperial Army. I see no lords to duel, unfortunately. You know, I'm probably actually going to turn off the, Aha! But I've dueled that tree! We'll turn off that roll on the right side. Uh-oh. Is this a lord? It is! And his horse is down now. And maybe I... Oh, I was like, maybe I killed him and just killing his horse. And take that, Apis! No, the Vlandian horsemen are some of the best horsemen in the land! Some of the best horsemen in the land! Best horsemen in the land! There we go. Alright, we have them on the route. Full charge now. We have won, and you know what that calls for. Victory nay! Let's take a look at the damage report here. Lost some peasants, I'm okay with that. Some footmen and some recruits. Overall, an amazing fight here for Calard as we save Sargo upon the fields of its very name. The battle of the field of Sargo Fields. Plains. Sargo Plains. I think I said Sargo Plains. Callard's memory, brain-addled. Again, Again, you save our necks, Calard. Truly, you are the best of friends. Durthert, it is but a pleasure. And we got quite a bit of troops from that. And we're going to mix in some of these into our army. I feel like having some wood elves, Battanians in our army would be pretty fun. I think it's pretty cool. So we'll take the Highborn Warrior, because duh. And we'll take the Picked Warriors. Let's take a look at our army. Our army can be pretty big, so let's actually take all the guys. And it's just going to help us out. We might even make them their own attachment, which I think would be kind of fun. I think it's too common that we just press 1, 2, and 3 for infantry, archers, and cav. What would be fun is to say, okay, I'm going to have my auxiliaries charge in first, just my Battanian infantry. I think that's going to be a fun way to kind of play this. And we'll take all these prisoners, of course. A Sprout is ready to level. We'll go up. The Empire peasant, you do not smell of Vlandia. Oh, over our troop thing. Oh, I didn't see the wounded there. So we're at... Where's some of these volunteers? In fact, all the volunteers. Yeah, there we go. That should be okay. Good. That'll do. And how's the loot? Ooh, worn Imperial padded shoulders, I see. Those will be... Oh, and a nice shield, even though we just bought one. But a nice shield nonetheless. A good amount of loot from this engagement. Let's take a look back into here. Let's put these on. Again, they are Imperial, but... I'd do like a nice set of padded shoulders. Very retro of Fair Calard here. And this is a cool kite shield. I like this one a lot. Looks good. Actually, we might stick with the bracketed heater shield. It looks... a little bit cooler, and even though it's better in hit points, we gotta look cool. That's half the fun of playing a knight. Do this that. That'll do. That'll do for now. Oh, what do you have? Oh, always with your bad gear. You smirched the icon. It's a bigger and better shield. You want those larger shields for the horse. Let's go back to the city and sell some peeps. Go to the dungeon, donate some prisoners. Yeah, I think we'll donate all of it. And I'm okay to keep waiting a little bit longer on these. They don't seem to be coming across in a fast way. I might just drop the sprouts for the saplings, because it will slow us down. You can see prisoners are minus 0.14. In fact, actually, that number might drop right now. Still minus 0.14. Oh. And sell our booty. So every single one of these engagements is actually turning out pretty well. We're getting a really good amount of experience for Calard himself. We're getting a lot of, you know what, I'm even going to double arm this guy just for now. We're getting a lot of really good battle experience, which is great. And we're getting a lot of good renown. So anything here for Calard? No, looks like there's nothing there. No one for anyone else. Let's go ahead and rejoin the army here. Well, we'll wait here and see what the army does. And we'll just kind of, we'll let our, oh, no, we won't. I was going to say we'll fast forward. We'll jump into the army. Let's actually see where he plans to go. Travel to Mott, to Thractorae Castle to besiege. Let's go to this castle. This castle is very close too, so we'll be able to go right over here to Thractorae Castle, and we'll fast forward that. Here we are at Thractorae Castle, and where is everyone else? Looks like we're waiting for them to come here. If we click armies, we click Cervic, we click on him. I can see he is near Ormanfard. How close was that? Wow, that's actually, whoa, that's way up there. And that was about a day ago, so he's probably around here. We're going to go ahead and... Okay. Caught up to Cervic's army. Go ahead and join this. Build the siege camp, and we'll just fast forward through this again. Maybe take a look at some party management real quick. So, peasants. We need to restock our peasants, is what this is telling me. To be totally honest, can't be running around with 8 peasants. What kind of Bretonnian knight am I? We need one more of these guys, and I want to get them to sergeants, because the sergeants now do have shields, even though they're pretty tiny shields, kind of like this. But I'll take the sergeants having shields versus no shields. The saplings. So here's what we're going to do. We'll drop some of these volunteers. We'll drop 4. 1, 2, 4. That. Because I'd rather have the men in my army as archers rather than not. Should be good. We're going to need the archers once we get up on the wall. We'll fast forward that. Let that kind of do its thing. I was actually surprised to see that they built a trebuchet there. So it looks like we're going to be finally sieging the castle here. It'll help Cervic's army. They actually have a pretty good garrison here as far as it being 204. The amount of people in it, though, I'm not overly worried about. Imperial archers at 40. Infantry recruits at 19. Oh, this shouldn't be too rough. We'll just go ahead and jump on in and attack and do the grand siege of Thractorae Castle. Alright, we've jumped in. Calard is getting ready to mount the walls here. We're starting on a horse. We don't have any means of actually shooting up into the castle, but that's okay. Our men are over on the right. Already looking to get the ladders up, it seems. Maybe not. We have a trebuchet who's shooting. I believe we also have a... I know we have a battering ram that's going to be heading down range. One of my peasants has been killed. Oh yes, this is what I want. Don't worry, men. Calard will mount it with you. I mean, Calard will go up there with you. I've noticed that there are different siege towers, and I don't know if you can choose to have a siege tower with a ramp versus ladders, but it's there nonetheless. Watch this. If I oh well. Usually, yeah. See, the horse will now run away after I've hacked haphazardly at it. But Callard's first in, but maybe not. Maybe backs up a bit. It's mayhem already. Backed against the wall. Calard has no choice but to overhead swing. Overhead swing to victory. There's a clash of shields and pikes and spears, pushing men off into their own doom, mine included. Perfect. Well, gentlemen, you run that way. I will check this quick expressway. Aha! Oh, I've taken a bolt! Quite a few, actually. I fight in these crowded corridors. Take that, crossbowmen. I suppose I look to get a upper hand over here somewhere. I feel like this might be dangerous and ill-advised. Losing recruits, footmen, peasants, things to be expected. Levy crossbowmen and volunteers. Good. I always like to kind of look over my my men, see what's happening. Sometimes you can get very unlucky, and you might end up with just a ton of your own like elite soldiers just getting cut down for like no reason because of buggy AI. I do encourage you to save before you do sieges, just because you can get really, really unfortunate with the AI. So, stab in the throat. The melee for the door. Let's get it open. Perfect. A win. Thractorae Castle. The siege for Thractorae Castle has been won. Another win for Vlandia as we push further and further against the Western Empire. Let's take a look at the post-battle report here. Again, nothing too terrible. Recruits, woodrunners, footmen, peasants. Man, good celebration. We've all earned it. Another grip of prisoners to be added to the lot. Anything substantial here? No, nothing crazy. Large bag of arrows. Perfect. We've taken the castle. I'm gonna leave that army real quick. What do you have? Mina. think we've got enough army to attack this, too. We're going to have some assistance as Calard goes for another fight here. Oh. I'm going to actually be a little bit more faster, or a little bit faster than me. Oh, snuck around, and we're going to catch her. This is too fast to Calard right now, as he chases down Mina of the Western Empire, who's traveling at a staggering 3.5 speed versus my 3.4. But Calard needs to drop some prisoners. He will do just that. Just that single Imperial recruit might be enough. And we'll run through the city of Charas haphazardly. Very ill-advised. .2 to my 2.2, and I think we caught her. Aha! Mina, you have chased me, or I have chased you all throughout the southern beaches of Vlandia. You might think that you're going to get away, but you tell me not to come closer, and I am Calard. Who are you? I'm Mina of the House of Varos. Our family has served the Empire for generations. It's good to meet you. You know, Mina, great to meet you as well. But we are at war. We must surrender or die. I have no wish to fight you. Mina, I unfortunately must safeguard this nation, as that is part of my mercenary contract and my ambition to become a vassal of Vlandia. Yield or fight. Very well. Expect no mercy. Don't. The Western Empire. Right, so let's get our men formed up here.
Soldiers!
Men are still a little beat up. They should be okay to kind of deal with this. We don't have a lot of shields, so we're not going to be doing any kind of shield walls.
After me! Yeah!
Take that, Mina! A first blow right to you!
Attack!
If we can catch their cavalry out right here like we're doing. That's my guy. This is quite the hodgepodge. Oh! Oh! Come with me.
Follow me!
We have lost a gallant, unfortunately.
Soldier, put me attack! Give him hell!
Have him charge into our spears. We'll take our remaining cav and flank around the side. Oh, the crossbowman. That was a hefty hit. We'll take our remaining cav and wait to charge. Taking some more losses on this one, but that's okay.
Move! Charge!
Alright, cav charge in. Vlandia! Aha! Another win! What a nice horse. Well, men, now that we've won multiple battles here this day, I think we can all have a victory neigh! Have a victory neigh! There it is, yes. 7 men were lost in this engagement, though. Aldrich the Loud and Mertian the Smith, as to be expected, took a wound. We lost a fair Vlandian gallant. You're my prisoner now, though, Mina. I unfortunately must return you to fair Charas, where you will be ransomed back to your own nation. Okay. That. And you know what? We'll take these militia spearmen and try and put them back. Yeah, well, that'll be okay. Looters, I'm not too stoked on, so let's just keep those looters there. They're not very, you know, knightly. Looters are plenty around here, though. So let us lick our wounds back at Charas. More recruits, too. Kind of assess our situation here. Go to the keep, go to the dungeon, donate some prisoners. And we'll just get rid of everything here. These Imperial Heavy Horsemen, though, are a tier 4. I'd like to stick with just the Vlandian vibe. I know, to be totally honest with you, if I was running this on my own and just kind of making sure to maximize as much stuff, I would keep him in the army and try and get him converted, because they're very good cavalrymen. They have the nice 150 pole arm, they have 110 riding, 110 one-handed. This is tier 5 armor, so they have a really nice setup, but I do want to try and stick with that really good Vlandian vibe, and that's why I'm sticking with the saplings and the sprouts. I don't mind this kind of move here, where we've taken in these Battanians, because I feel like they fit the vibe of like a Vlandian type of auxiliary, since it's an adjoining nation in that sense. And again, we didn't take too many of them. We're already prisoners. We're not converting them. So I feel like it's kind of a good overall mix and feel here. We do have 6 recruits ready. I would like to get some more footmen going, though. Good, all footmen are ready. Let's go ahead and make you Vlandian infantry. Swordsmen are almost all ready to go to sergeants, which I'm excited about. Our infantry will be at the bottom now. These recruits, 6 to 10, so 60% of them are ready to go up. It's done here. Jump out. And again, I do this a lot just to kind of look over my army. Or should I say, Callard's fair force. We've vastly reduced our force of cavalry. So we're going to be spending some time here now, marching around, trying to find some squires and other knights to repopulate our cav. We've done a lot of really good engagements. We've done a siege. We've done 2 battles. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here. We're going to run through some of these towns, and I'm going to try and repopulate Callard's army with some more cavalry. So we're going to try and jump on this real quick. I just saw that group of looters actually has a bunch of prisoners, so I just want my cav to get in there now. Let's see if we can try and get them. I don't think we'll be able to pick off a lot of their prisoners. I think the prisoners go to the person that had mainly engaged this force. I just rode right through them. See? Hey, there we go. That's a great boost to the army. We'll actually take all this. We'll take it all. We'll take it all. So that's why I always say make sure you're looking at the looters and who the prisoners are for those looters. And it'll really give you a chance to boost your army up superficially, I guess you could say, in a way you hadn't expected before. So let's take these knights, make them all gallants, or these gallants and make them all knights. Okay, that was a good little pickup right there. And I'll be looking out as we travel from town to town, trying to discover another pack of looters that has a ton of peasants, and we'll put them into the army as well. Let's go ahead and just keep fast forwarding. So, Hallmark here has a family feud quest, and I want to do it because I want to get these squires and these gallants. I've always found that this city, Edinburgh, if you have really strong relations with it, you can get really good knights. And you can see here he's a powerful landowner, and that's typically a good sign. So we'll go ahead and jump in here and grab this quest. And what we actually might do... Fortunately, we don't have anyone with any charm. But I was going to say we'll send someone with charm to go do the quest for us. And it's something that's something I've not really been doing, is using companions to the best of my ability. Let's see. You have some peasants? Oh, the Battanian peasants. So, you've agreed to talk to Dalager. Oh, we're gonna go grab them. So let's go back to Edinburgh and grab Dalager. Ah, fair Edinburgh. These people know me. Boris. Boris! Thank you. Let's see. Where should we find someone to talk to find Edinburgh? And by Edinburgh, I mean Dalager. Oh, these lovely thickets here. And there's some brambles. That's right, peasants. I'm here. I have won 2 victorious battles, a siege, and then another battle. Bet you'll think twice about making fun of me with the Sea Raiders and Force Bandits. Peasant! Peasant. Oh, Aldrich, not now, not Aldrich, not now. Ah, peasant. Where might I find... Okay, well, you know what? You're just nowhere. At all. At all. I'll use my spider senses to find him. I mean, my Bretonnian senses. My senses of the lady that tell me, that guide me over in this natural direction. I don't know why I'm called here. I don't know why, but the lady does speak to me in mysterious ways. Ah. Aha! Tiny child, are you Dowager? Yeah, you are! Ha ha ha! You're coming with me, boy. So now we've picked up Dowager. Calard is going to have to head on over to... Vorthert of Kaliok. Let's check to see if he actually made it into the party. Sometimes it gets a little bugged. Okay, he... Down here. Sometimes this can actually give you negative relations with someone who else is also a powerful landlord. And I have to take a look at that. It looks like... Ooh... Well, we can't recruit anyone here, but who am I talking to? Vorthert. Okay, I can do that. That's fine with me. Talk to this gentleman. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. You're breaking the law, buddy. So, let's see how bad I am at talking now. Blood money is appropriate for a crime of passion, but you kill this boy in cold blood, you will be a real murderer in the eyes of the law, and will no doubt die. See? I scared you, didn't I, Vorthert? I might be correct, won't I? Well, how about this? Because someday you may wish to save the life of one of your sons through blood money, and if you refuse mercy, mercy may refuse you. Okay, alright. You didn't quite like that one. That's okay. I promise to protect the boy and the cost of my life. If you try to harm him... Quarus, you were behind me? You're behind me? Okay. You'll bleed for it. Okay. Quarus. Quarus. Quarus, try your sword. Quarus, they're hitting me. They're smashing me, Quarus. Aha! Looks like we've won this one, Vorthert. While we lost a family feud before, we have this time won. And family feud is actually pretty substantial because you could just saw we got 12 relations with that guy. So if we come back here to Etterberg, we'll be able to scoop up some pretty good knights right out the gate, assuming no other lord came here first. We should be lucky. Good. That'll put some more cav into our army. And we'll continue to kind of take a look throughout the land here, looking for some more knights. Okay, so we caught some looters here, and this is going to be a great way to, I think, end the episode, or at least come close to it, because I do want to get some of these some peasants rather than knights right yet. We've got a good little group of 10 now, which is good. Good promising men there. Go ahead and just do a full attack. Except for you guys. We only have one or two squires anyway. Oh! Oh, I just took a rock off the shield. Take that, looters. My superior army cuts you down like chaff. Wait a minute, you wounded one of my infantrymen? Jerks! By the lady. But this will give us some noteworthy peasants. Now we do have, I knew this would happen. I'm prepared to drop some volunteers. Get rid of one more. I'll just get rid of the clan warrior. Would like to have upgraded this one, but not the way. Actually, no, we can't yet. Although all these guys are ready to jump up, we have to wait. And we might actually get rid of a couple people now that I look at it. I like the picked warriors because they're pretty strong. I like the Battanian horsemen. He's just kind of a cool little addition to the army. There we go. Let's see if there is a little tournament over here at Jacqueline to close out this 6th episode here. And one thing to note, Durthert was just captured by Battania. Or was it the Western Empire? Yeah, the Western Empire. So it looks like we I'm sorry, we captured a bunch of their guys. That's why it says 7 prisoners. Let's take a look and see if we have anything lucky here with an arena, and it does. A guard's kettle over padded quaif. Or, I'm sorry, quaff. We'll fight this, and we'll kind of bring our episode near to a close here, as we have had a good amount of battles. We've done some good sieges, and I think throughout the next episode or two, we'll continue to build our army. And I think that we might come back to our next episode, having me built up the army a little bit more, so you don't have to watch me do a lot of these looter fights. And from there, we'll work towards becoming a vassal. If I want to take a look at our clan rank, we're about a quarter of the way through Tier 2. At Tier 3, we'll be eligible for a fief. And we do want to make sure that we get a fief for the Order of the Lionhearted. This will be the headquarters for Calard of Garamont's Grand Order, this Order of Bretonnian Knights. And as we continue the legacy for Calard, we shall see how this all grows. Let's jump into this tournament. Will it be a victory? Will it be a loss? No one knows with Calard of Garamont. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't I have a crossbow? Right in the head, Mavea! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh! Oh, on 3, no! Oh! On 3! No! Look at the eyes of Calard. Dead and lifeless. On 3 wins this one. And takes the crown, or should I say the prize of Jacqueline's fair tournament. And since that was a little bit faster than I wanted it to be, we'll proceed to another location and see if there's more tournaments to take part in. My lord, that was brutal. So let's go up to here, to Ox Hall. And we're getting close to our cap, too. So we have to kind of start, I'd say, focusing this army a little bit, too. I did take all these Britannian auxiliaries, and I do like that, but now I'm kind of looking at it going, man, maybe I should really kind of fine-tune this army a little bit more. Ah, a ridge-tipped arming sword, a perfect weapon for Calard of Garamont. This fitting weapon in the hands of a true warrior with a crossbow. Oh. Don't trample me, man. But shooting a crossbow bolt. Another crossbow bolt will go away. Aha! Oh, man. Oh, no! That was a good shot. Pretty good, champion of boars, huh? Okay. Not that good, though, I see. You've brought your guard down, and I have missed you, so good thing you brought your guard down. Oh, no. Aldrich is coming, and he's very angry. Oh! I guess not angry enough. There it is, champion of boars. My paltry skill with the crossbow that I grew up learning, I mean, never used ever, is starting to really pay off. Joust, duel of horses. Take that, picked warrior. Or should I call you pickled warrior? An exchange for an exchange. Oh no. I was cheated by that horse. Back here, you maid, you sapling. Your local arborist. You're not a proficient in horticulture. Aha! Good hit. You need to bet heavily here. Calard does not have a problem with betting. It's that betting doesn't always work out for him. Footman and I will duel. The triple 3 swipe from the right is a dreaded combination of Calard of Garamont. While he gets ready, though, squaring off against this Vlandian swordsman, he charges across the field. Snow kicking up in the air as he sweeps and swipes. The old double from the right swipe. Another dreaded combination from Calard of Garamont. And more renown for the Order of the Lionhearted. So we now have won another victory here at Provend. Let me actually take a look at our party once more. These Vlandian swordsmen are all ready to go to sergeants. That 7 of these are ready to jump up to footmen or levy crossbowmen, but I think we'll wait on them. The rest of these can kind of hold out. What's our army? We're at 30. We're at 83 in total. We'll stick there, and let me look at the armaments. Old merchants' hats. Wait. Sell some of this to buy. Now, part of me wants to swap over to the ridged tipped arming sword, but this is the same exact weapon with just a lower sell price. And if it is the same exact weapon with a lower sell price, I might as well sell it and make more money. But also put it on you. So just want to have my cav very well equipped here. And the trade-off here is a 240 and 285 weapon, so I'll take that. Mittens. Every knight in my court needs mittens. Suppose you too, Artian. Good. Good. Let's go check trade here. Sell all of this. All of this. All of this. A fair bit of money, or I'm sorry, a fair bit of food still too. Still nothing in the tier 6 department as far as cool armor goes, but the western padded coat, how does this look? It's okay. The leather scale armor has got its own little panache to it. I kind of like it. How much is it to you? Yeah, it's 4,400. So we'll wait on that. Maybe we'll find another piece of, knowing my luck, we'll find another piece of armor the second we buy the next piece of armor. So we will conclude our 6th episode here for Calard of Garamont as he continues his quest through Vlandia. In the next episode, hopefully he aims to become a vassal of Vlandia. If not then, maybe a little later, but hopefully then, after that, owner of a fief and a true noble of Vlandia. Thank you guys so much for watching here today. Do let me know if there's anything that you're really enjoying or really not liking so much about these narrative campaigns. As always, I'm always happy to kind of fine-tune them. But as always, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that kind of action. But again, have a good one and take care.